Bed. Love.
Bed.
Bed.
Love.
Beyond.
Beyond.
Bed love beyond. Bed love beyond.
Hey, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of Bed Love. Whoa, don't even know my own podcast. Bed Love Beyond, episode 10.
That's why you've said it like so many times.
I know it's.
Although bed loathe beyond is probably
what?
loathe is actually an awesome other word to throw up in there.
Bed loathe beyond. Oh goodness gracious!
No love here. Anyway,
what's going on? My name is Martini, one of your co-hosts, and the other co-host is
Jen.
Yes, it's Jennifer. Yes, and this is, if this is your first time listening to us, this is the podcast. I forget what our tagline is, but
It's one of those nights.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those nights. But we are here just to talk about relationship stuff. Again, we are not experts by any means of the sort. We just want to figure out what is going on in the dating world, just like everybody else, because we're, like-minded people, and, everybody doesn't know the answers and we don't know the answers. So we want to find out at the same time.
Find the answers together.
Yes, find the answers together.
Like
absolutely.
a National Treasure movie. I never saw it. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So, yeah. So that's what we're doing.
I do no research.
Yes, if you are new to the podcast, Jennifer does not do any research. Okay, that's all me. But anyway, no, but she's still awesome. So
You just said that because you had to.
yeah, pretty much. But so this is episode 10. This is part 2 of a 2-parter, and the first part was titled, I don't know, there's just something about him, that one thing, which is what we're talking about, like pretty much why women like the men that they do, but not necessarily just regular men.
The bad guys.
The assholes, the jerks. Why do women keep going to them even though they know for certain that, he's just not good for them? And tonight is part 2, which is, where they at though, which is like hashtag where they at though, meaning if the women are have to succumb to the bad boys, like
I don't think we're succumbing. I just think
what?
I don't know that we're succumbing to anything as much as just like I like him.
Yeah, okay, he likes him.
Snazzy.
Yeah, but okay, so then where are all the good men then? Where are those guys that those women can go to? Because okay, you're right. Not all women are succumbing to these bad boys, but some of them are. But regardless, where are the good guys that, can, well, I don't want to say save, that's bad. But
yeah,
where are these guys that, the women can go to and be like, you know what? Oh, finally, I got a good guy. I don't have to deal with this douche who doesn't like call me or whatever, or like, who F's other chicks on the side and blah, 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 and, yeah, where are those guys at? So, I mean, should we just get into it, or do you want to do the daily dish? What's going on
with your world, Martini?
Okay, so I guess we're going to the daily dish. So I guess there's some good news and bad news. Not bad news. Good news and good news.
Okay. Oh, I like the spin you just put on that.
Yes, there's good news and good news.
You get a gold star for today.
So the good news, well, the first good news, for our longtime listeners, episode 10. So for the people who have listened to all 10 episodes,
thanks guys, you rock.
Yes, you guys rock. Oh, by the way, we're up to like 290 downloads, which is freaking awesome. You guys rock, and it's so cool. So first I want to give a shout out to like Germany, because I found out that Germany listens to us.
Nice.
Malaysia listens to us.
Maybe not anymore.
Yeah, maybe not anymore.
I'll get into that.
But yeah, she'll definitely get into that. Yeah, she's trying to freaking get at me. We're definitely getting into that. Also, Australia listens to us too.
Big ups Australia.
Yes.
Our friends from the Down Under.
Yes. So shout out to Australia. Yeah, that's awesome. Just to see all these downloads of, just people just enjoying our stuff. And we go on Twitter and stuff like that, and people are just saying like, yeah, man, like your thing is really good. I really like it. I love the chemistry you guys have. You guys make me laugh and all that stuff. So I'm really, we're both, me and Jen, both very thankful for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Much appreciated.
That's super awesome. But yes, so the long-time listeners, you know that
Dun, 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 dun.
that I was previously engaged, and also my ex-fiance found a person rather quickly, and
Whoa. Not rather quickly.
what do you mean?
Y'all been unengaged for 3 years.
No. I mean, but like, I'm just like speeding it up.
Okay, all right.
No. But
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know the girl, but I'm just saying. You gotta. Sound like she was like dick hopping.
No. I would never say that.
All right, go ahead.
No. I'm sorry.
Proceed with your story. I have to represent for the ladies.
Jeez. Okay.
I'm glad we're across the room today.
Whoa. Jeez. Okay. So yeah, no, we were apart for 3 years, and whatever. She like dated and stuff, and then she found this guy, and which I talked about in a previous episode. I forget which one.
Doesn't matter. Keep going. Let's hear the story. Get to the punchline. Let's hear it.
Jeez. Yo.
And then.
Sorry, just
Blackish.
yeah, we're quoting Blackish there. It was a funny episode. With Jack and Diane, the twins. So I found out on Valentine's Day that she got engaged.
Oh.
So I was just like, what? Yeah, a friend of mine told me. I haven't talked to her in a while, and then we were just catching up, and then she was like, yeah, haven't you heard? I was like, haven't heard about what? And she was like, yeah, like your ex, got engaged because we're mutual friends. So I was just like, what? So, of course, it hurt. I had to like sit back for a bit. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Cause like I said before in the previous podcast that, she was with this guy not too long ago, and I was for not that long. And I was just like, wow.
I'm not good at being a supportive friend for things like this. I give tough love.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. I was like, yeah, oh my God, this is so
No, you actually weren't
and she's
even
like, grow
that
some
bad.
balls. And
You were just like, this sucks. It's weird. And I'm just like, whatever. Anyway, get over it.
yeah, I was like, yeah, you want to get something to eat? I was just like, damn, Jen, like, yo, can I get some like love, whatever? No, but I Jennifer's, heart was in it. I mean, she did a good thing, because like we said before, we haven't been together for 3 years or whatever. So, it was time that, I had to get over it and stuff. And, I'm doing all right. And it's funny because I was speaking to my friend. I haven't told you, but I was speaking to my friend. Oh, no. I did tell you that I was going to it was time to get rid of all the stuff. Because, again, in another episode, we were talking about how we kept things from previous engagements and stuff. And we're like,
right.
We're not letting it go and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, nah, I need to let some of this stuff go. So what I was going to do originally was just gather just a lot of the big things, like everything that had to deal with the engagement, like my engagement proposal, whatever, and the big gift and all that stuff, and just throw it away.
Ooh, let's have a bonfire.
That's what my friend is doing.
Yes. Can I come?
Are you serious?
Can I have marshmallows?
It's not necessarily a bonfire, but we are going to burn the stuff.
Oh my God, can I come for real?
No, yeah, of course you can go.
I might have some stuff to throw in.
Really? Oh, it's just gonna be a cleanse? Okay.
Maybe.
Let's do it. No, but yeah. So I was like, yeah. I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, dude, let's do it. So it's gonna happen at his house. And I was like, and then he was like, yeah, let me just ask my wife, whatever. And then he did, and then she was like, well, why you wanna?
Like guys that ask their wife.
She didn't get it at first, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's stupid. It's probably a stupid idea. I just got the idea of, because like girls do it all the time in movies and shit, And then he was like, nah, man. He's like, nah, let's do it, because if you throw it away, it's still around someplace.
Right.
But if you burn it, it's gone forever.
Yeah, therapeutically, it's actually a really good thing to do. It's kind of like something that like in therapy they recommend you to do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like since I'm Pisces, you're Pisces too. I always like feel very attached like to the water. So like sometimes like me and my friend used to talk about it all the time. Her and I are no longer friends. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Because she was like very like into the water as well. Not Pisces. But she used to say like put what you want into a bottle and like throw it into the ocean and see what comes of it, like give it like almost like saying give it to God, but without a religious kind of connotation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, if you throw it into the ocean, it's like out there for someone else. But if you burn it, it's gone, baby.
Yeah. So I was just like, wow, I never even thought about that it's like gone forever. And not to say that like, yeah, oh, fuck that bitch, but it's just, it's like, nah, I just need to just get rid of everything. So like, yeah. So what I'm going to put in is like the engagement proposal, the gift, and the pretty much the goodbye letter that she wrote as well.
Oh Jesus,
So-
there's a goodbye letter.
Yeah.
That's very masochistic. All right, anyway.
She's like, all right.
What's the other good news, Martini?
Well,
Right on top of that, Rose.
so I'm gonna do that. So that's the first good news, and the other good news is that
Add me on the Google Calendar, please. I'd like to be in attendance.
yes,
Thank you kindly.
we'll do it.
Moving on.
So the other good news is that I actually went on a date and I met somebody on OkCupid. Yeah, I went on a date. It was really cool. I haven't gone on a date in some time. So it was cool. So I don't know. She's a very, very interesting person.
That's all you keep saying about her. She was interesting.
Yeah, no, because like she likes to travel and stuff. She's been to like India and she's going to like Mexico in like 3 weeks and stuff
Oh,
like that.
nice.
Yeah,
See, you gotta get your passport
so
updated.
gotta get my passport. No, so like that's pretty much about it.
I've been on 0 dates.
Just go. I like how she just butt herself in. Poof. I've been on 0 dates. So yeah. That's me.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Very exciting news.
Yeah,
On both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's like what you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get yourself back out there, see how it is, see how things are, I mean, the dating game has definitely changed.
I don't think any of my ex-boyfriends will ever be like engaged. I'm so sorry, guys.
Damn.
I don't see them. I date like not I don't date non-committal type men.
Yeah.
I date men who think that they want a commitment and a marriage, but then when they like realize like what it really entails, they're like, oh, too much work. I don't go there. So
you don't think you'll ever be in the position that I have been?
not with any one of importance. Does that make sense?
No.
You know, like you date people who you just like date.
Yeah.
And then there's like the important ones.
Of course.
Not with any of them. Brooklyn? Never. Never.
Brooklyn, sorry. Brooklyn, sit down instead of stand up.
Maybe if somebody drugs them.
Oh, jeez.
Jokes.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
But
So
yeah, my weekend's been pretty dull. I mean, weeks have been pretty dull. But I don't know how to act when I go out. That's the problem. Like, like I go out and I'm just like, we go to like, so a couple last couple weekends, like me and my friends went to bars.
Right.
And I don't really go to bars. I don't really drink. So it's kind of like, a bull in a china shop, kind of. Not wrong analogy, but you get it.
Yeah.
Like that bitch don't belong there. But like, and I'm cool. Like I'll talk to people and I'm fine with like opening up to people. But like, I don't know what to say. Like even on like dating things, like, hi, how are you? What are you here for? Like I don't know. I'm not good at it.
Yeah. It's so funny, right? Because like it almost seems like, all right, so in like regular conversation, anybody can have a regular conversation, but when it's like set up to be like, okay, this is set up to be like not a date, but like
what we're
potential. Here for. Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, what do I say? How do I say it? Like, do you go first? Do I go first? It's so like a weird thing. You know what you should probably do to get your feet wet or whatever, or something like that, or like to break that mold. Speed dating.
I should. I've asked people to come with me because I kind of just want to like make sure I don't get kidnapped.
Right.
It's a real rational.
Well,
fear,
you don't go there. I mean, you don't go on the date after.
No, I know. But like, I watch a lot of SVU. Anything can happen.
No. You're right. No.
I mean, I would just kind of like to go with somebody in case like things get creepy. Like you're walking in the parking lot at night and like, some guy's like, "Hey."
Yeah.
I should ask my friend. He's single now.
Yeah.
He wanted to go last time. And he's not going to commit to anybody anyway, so it's right up his alley. I'm gonna ask him. But yeah, but like when you go out, like you can't really tell what kind of the guys they are, right? So if I'm meeting a guy in a bar, I'm like, does this guy go to the bar like every weekend? Because I don't want a guy who goes to the bar every weekend.
Well, maybe he goes every weekend to find you. And then if he found you, then he's good.
I don't think so. He was like throwing back shots.
I don't think so. He was throwing back shots.
Not back shots.
No. Right. Yeah. Definitely not that in the club.
That would have been a different kind of club.
Yeah, definitely.
But like you can't like really tell if he's a good guy or a bad guy. So like I don't know where the good guys are, but they're not at the bar.
Oh, segue. So look at that, I like that. So yeah. So where are the real men? So we keep hearing. Well, I keep hearing
I'm trying to figure out why you're the authority on this. Do you know where they are? Like, are you like keeping them like in the labyrinth?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying no. That's always a question posed by women. Where are the quote unquote real men? And one of the quotes that I keep hearing is that, oh, you know, all the real men are either in jail, gay, or already taken. So I want to know, do you think that that's actually true? Or, I mean, because like you said before, you've tried to go on dates and stuff like that, and you've told me behind the scenes about your your dating experiences with the dating apps and stuff like that, about how these guys present themselves.
Malaysia, Johnny English.
Yeah, all these people.
Grand opening, grand closing.
So, do you feel that there's any validity in that quote?
I don't think that they're in jail, unless, of course, you've been convicted of a crime and you're waiting for DNA evidence to expunge you of your.
All right, there. What's his name? Making a murderer.
No, I mean, like, I don't like. First of all, if you like committed a crime that you like been in jail, unless it's kind of like petty stuff like weed, I mean, you got the short end of the stick, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't think that necessarily a good guy. You're not necessarily a bad guy either, people. In case you get to listen in jail. Gay. If you're gay, doesn't care if you're a good guy or not. And there's a lot of guys who are gay who are douchebags. Who are just like, oh, I'm gonna go stick my dick in every hole, wonder holes, glory holes, holes. No, that doesn't make you a good guy.
Right.
And taken.
Already taken, yeah.
Yeah, maybe some of the good guys are taken, but doesn't mean all of them are.
Right.
The problem is this: is that
break it down.
That like, I mean, look. There is the thing that we said last episode that we always go after the bad guy. You know, we're kind of like, there's something, that one thing about him that's like very grr. And you want to just be like, hi. But I don't know. I feel like maybe the good guy is boring sometimes. You don't know what to do with it. Like, you have to like psychologically program yourself to be like, stop your shit and do this.
Right.
And not everybody's ready to do that. I was actually having like an epiphany about this in the car today. I feel like the last person I dated wasn't a bad guy. And I think he had potential to be a better guy. But I think like we both were like way too immature and stubborn to like manifest that relationship. Because it takes two people to manifest that relationship. You could be a great person. You know, like, you can be everyone's best friend and everyone's, like, stand-up guy. But in a relationship, like, people push buttons. And if you know how to push buttons and that person doesn't know how to, like, reciprocate that. Yeah. Or not reciprocate the pushing of the buttons, but, like, take it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And, like, do something with it. Turn it into something positive. Yeah. Then you're just at a constant war. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I was, like, thinking in the car, I was like, he wasn't a bad guy. He was a good guy. And we just put ourselves in a bad situation, like, due to stubbornness and this, and that. And I think that, like, there was a point in time where, like, I had gotten my head straight and I was like, I know what I need to do different because I do take partial blame. And I was like, if I had another chance, I think that, like, the energy that I put out would be, like, more positive. Yeah. And some of the negative things wouldn't happen. Okay. So that would make the relationship stronger and better. But I never got that opportunity, and that's fine. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Yeah. I'm awesome with that. But I think that's the thing. Like, sometimes you have a good guy, and, you know, you just want to come with, like, the negativity. Like, whether you have trust issues or insecurities or whatever it is, and we all have them. But, like, when you put that energy out into the relationship and you expect, like, you're not going to get roses back all the time. Right. Like, I'm not talking about physical roses. Yeah. I hate flowers. But, like you're not going to get it all the time. Like, you could push somebody so far to the point where they're just like, fuck this. And then they turn into the asshole. And then you're like, he was an asshole anyway. No, he wasn't. You might have made him that way. Right. I'm not saying it's like that all the time. Right. I'm saying most men have some asshole in them. Right. You know, some know how to, like, keep. My father's the nicest guy ever. Biggest asshole too. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of, like, what side of the spectrum you're pushing that person on. You know, and I think, like, when you finally learn how to properly communicate and you know, weigh your feelings instead of just spewing them all over the place,
Yeah.
you might have a really good guy and you just don't know it.
Mm.
But then again, you might just have an asshole. Like, there's certain things that you have to, like, take note of, you know? And the things that women don't really realize is if, like, let's say 5 out of 7 days a week, he's kind of dicky to you, but those last 2 weekend days, things are awesome. That doesn't make him a good guy.
Right.
And I'm not saying everyone has to have, like, a complete perfect, you know,
week.
record, right, or week, right?
Yeah.
I had a shitty week. I was a bitch to everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, you have to figure it out. You have to figure out what works for you and what's going to work for that person. But you also have to sit back and be like, am I causing this person to be a bad guy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying women. Men, too. Men can be like, she's a bitch. She's this, she's that. But, like, are you causing that?
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
are you going out and not answering your phone? Because if you were doing that and now she's blowing you up and she's pissed at you, there's a good reason that the cause and effect of this is your cause and you're affecting your own drama. So stop. So I don't know. I don't know where they are, but I think that they're out there. And I think that part of it is just that we're not all wired to be good all the time. I'm not. I'm sure you're not.
No.
You're an asshole sometimes.
I can be.
Yep. And
What?
and
Wow.
I just want to make sure everybody else knows that you're not like this. Oh my God, Martini's so nice.
No, I can
Martini's
be.
an asshole sometimes.
But being nice is a default. That's my default.
No, it is.
But no, I can be an
I don't
asshole
think
if
it's my
someone
default.
if someone pushes my buttons.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think that like, you know, you get what you put in.
Yeah.
To everything, to a job, to a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to the ATM, whatever.
Right.
So it's just like, you don't know what the shell of the person. You should know what the shell of the person is before you say, yeah, I'll date you.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone puts up like their Prince Charming act in the beginning. Oh, you're wonderful. Let's go to dinner. Let me go do this with you. Here's roses. Here's a little text message in the middle of the day because I was thinking of you. Blah, fuckity blah. And then it's like, he hasn't texted me in like 3 days. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe you should have thought about that. It's all very jumbled in my head, but I'm hoping you're getting the point. I'm hoping everyone's getting the point.
No, I definitely get the
Take
point.
out the important points.
And this is why Jen rocks, because she does not do a lick of research, but she knows how to freestyle like a mother. And she gets her point across. But that was very good. What I do like what you said, because you kind of twisted it where people say, well, for one, thank you for saying that, like, yeah, that's right. You know, like, you didn't say, that's right. Yeah, where are the real men? Because I can't find any. Blah, blah, blah. It's more than that. It's more nuanced than that.
Right.
So thank you for that, instead of just claiming the quote to be true. But something that you touched up upon is that, the good men can be boring. Which is why some people, they're like, yeah, he's good, but, just sigh,
Right.
which is why sometimes women do like those bad boys, because, yeah, they're bad, but they're exciting. They're thrilling. Things happen,
And sometimes, do they happen? Bottles flying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's cool because there's this article that it goes into this article that I saw, which is from askmen.com, and it was talking about
I wonder what men say where all the real men are at. Did they ask them? Get on your job, ask men.
What happened? Oh, get on your job, Askmen. No, but there was a video. There was a video about it, but I just like trimmed it down to like the three mistakes that nice guys do while they're dating, and one of them is like they try too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Nice guys try too hard. 2, being too predictable.
Okay.
And also 3, being too fake. Like, are you genuinely nice or are you fake?
See, I don't know. That's a really good point, but like I don't know if they're being genuine or not.
Yeah, because I think that's another stigma with even that term, nice guy, because
Right.
sometimes there's like the nice guy who is genuinely a good guy, but then there's like the nice guy, quote unquote, where he's nice up until the point where he wants something in return, and when he
Right.
doesn't get something in return, and then he turns into an asshole. But not that, but
I've
not the
dated them.
asshole.
I've dated them.
You've dated them?
Oh yeah.
Okay, but not the asshole that like
This one guy
you
had
like.
all my friends
but-
fooled, all of them.
Really?
They're like, he's so nice. I'm like, do you want to go see a Tyler Perry movie in the theater with my friends, a married couple? Sure, I'll go. Last time he was ever out in public with my friends, and they're nice people.
Maybe he hated the movie. Why? What?
He don't hate the movie, trust me.
Oh man. So you agree with some of that stuff? Well, yeah, I just said you
I
did.
think that you know, what was the first two? I'm sorry.
No, that's
I'm
fine.
still stuck on the other two.
The first one is that nice guys try too
It's on my
hard.
phone.
Nice guys try too hard. And the second one is that they're too predictable.
You know what? I'm just not a person. I'm just me, maybe. Like I don't always know what to do when someone like gives me flowers or does like a nice gesture for me. I don't know how to react cuz I've dated a lot of guys who didn't deem those things important. So I like those things like later in the relationship. Like in the beginning of the relationship, I think you're trying too hard. But like when they come like randomly later in the relationship, then that's when it becomes kind of exciting. Because now you already have me. You've seen me in my sweats with my hair up, you know like all crusty eyed in the morning. And you still want to bring me flowers? Yay. Sometimes I feel that way. I do. I feel like it's nice when you do nice gestures. But like when you're in the beginning and you're dating, like I brought you flowers, and it's like, oh, this is weird. I don't know how to act. Like, why did you do this? Did you do it because like the book told you to?
Right.
Like, oh man, what comes next? Like, are we gonna get like a heart-shaped candy thing on Valentine's Day? Please don't.
Please don't.
But yeah. I don't know. I think you should just be yourself. I think some things are important, like opening doors and stuff like that. Like those are things that women notice. Like, do you walk ahead of me? Like, I don't know why. Like back in the day, like they did Spanish dudes, and like they were always like real big about like walking on the inside of the sidewalk, like to the point where it's like drilled into my head. And even though like culturally and like location wise, some men don't know the rule about walking on the inside of the sidewalk, I like get offended when people don't do it. Like inside, I'm like, maybe, but I don't get like mad. I'm like, maybe he doesn't know. And I'm like, I don't know how to like properly tell them. I'm like, you stand over there. You're not selling me, god damn it. Not property.
Wow.
But like, yeah, little things like that, like opening the door, walking on the outside of the sidewalk, stuff like that. I think are important things to do. Like, show me that you could be a good man. I don't want to know that you could be a good boyfriend right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should open the door for everybody.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when old people walk through the door, when we go to a diner, you should open the door. Those are the things that we notice. Pulling out the chair and stuff like that, that's weird. People have door locks now. Even though, still do the Bronx Tale thing. Try to open the other side. I don't know. I mean, walking someone to their car. Like, if you're, like, going somewhere. I mean, I don't know. Stuff like that is important. And I think, like, I don't know. I can't speak for all women, obviously. I don't know what your standards are, ladies. But, like, I just think those are the things that are important. Like, how he talks to his mom. Like, that. I've, like, had some boyfriends. I've heard them, like, talk to their mom. And I'm like, yeah.
But what do you think the correlation is with that, though? Like, I mean, I get it. But, like,
how you talk to your mom when I'm not there is fine. How you talk to your mom when I'm there? Yeah. Nah, it's not cool. I don't, especially
But we don't deem you as the same person. We're not trying to fuck our mom.
No, I know that, but it's still, this is the woman who gave fucking birth to you, who wiped your ass for like years on end.
Right.
Who made sure you had food, clothes, and whatever else come hell or high water. no matter what the situation was,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're gonna sit here and yell at her over something dumb? Nah, buddy. Then what does that make me? I've done nothing for you so far.
Right.
So you'll be quick to raise your voice to me over like, you didn't get white bread? What? Yo, listen. It's really like a big thing. Like sometimes I see how my brother talks to my mom and I'm like, yo, you better not, but like not around girls.
Right.
Like even though like I know my brother like plays with my mom a lot.
Yeah.
Like when he's mad, he'll say what he has to say. But like I'm like I wonder. Like I know when he's around girls, he's like, "Hi, mom. Thanks, mom. Okay, mom."
Right.
But like I don't know. It's just things that we look at.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can still be an asshole. You can still be like really nice to your mom and then just fucking the whole neighborhood. I mean, so
Jeez.
it's really just a tingle fucking whip, man.
Apparently. But I did see like these next 3 articles. They pretty much harp on the same thing about how some guys are boring, and more so that women just want that fiery passion. And I was noticing a trend, and I was just like, wow, maybe that's why the nice guys aren't doing so well, is because they're not bringing that fire and that passion. And so I saw this article, and it's from just the title makes it hilarious. The angriest black man in America.com. So
That's a website?
Yeah, it's a website.
Sweet.
And
I dated some of them.
I dated some of them. So the quote is from Olivia Pope from Scandal, and she says that she was talking to this person that she was dating, and he was asking her to like marry her. You had the ring and everything, and he was like, "Why don't you want to marry me?" and stuff like that. Like, we can do these things together and blah blah blah.
We can do these things together.
Yeah, we can do these things together. I forget the whole quote from his side anyway. And then she goes, "I don't want normal, easy, and simple. I want painful, difficult, devastating, life-changing, extraordinary love. Don't you want that too?"
Oh man, I felt that in my heart.
And then he goes, "Love is not supposed to be painful or devastating. Love isn't supposed to hurt, Liv." And I was just like, wow. And then I saw something else. Well, the article goes on to say, from a logical standpoint, the character Olivia Pope sounds self-destructive and pathological, while Edison sounds rational and level-headed. On the emotional side, Olivia's statement sounds passionate and hopelessly romantic, while Edison sounds boring and mediocre. But the question lingered for me: is love supposed to hurt?
Doesn't it always?
Well, but that's a good point. But another thing too, from Jennifer's favorite artist, the Bob Marley, he goes, "If she's amazing, she won't be easy."
Did you just call him the Bob Marley?
Did I? The Bob Marley.
Damn right.
If she's amazing, she won't be easy. If she's easy, she won't be amazing. If she's worth it, you won't give up. If you give up, you're not worthy. Truth is, everybody's going to hurt you. You just got to find the ones worth suffering for.
That's honestly one of my favorite Bob Marley quotes. It really is, because I feel like it's true. And to be honest, like, let's be real about this. Why not listen to him? Look how many women he had. He knows women.
Right. But that's the thing. Like, is love supposed to hurt? We know that it does. But is it supposed to?
I think he was talking about Rita.
Well, I mean,
no,
other than that,
hear me out.
Go ahead.
Hear me out. So, I mean, from what I know of the story, Rita's Bob Marley's wife. She was one of his background singers. She knew he had these affairs with these other women, and she stuck by his side no matter what. So that love hurt her.
And some of the songs were definitely not about her.
Oh, no shit.
No, but I'm just saying. Like, so, but what I'm saying is that she had to sing those songs too.
Right. But like there was, I don't remember if I read it in a book or I saw it in a movie that she used in the documentary. Sorry. Like she said that she used to go into his dressing room and be like, "Okay, ladies, time for you to leave." Like, I couldn't do that, but she loved him that much, and whatever she felt from him was love that much that she stuck by his side no matter what, through everything. And I don't think love's supposed to hurt like that. But
yeah, because I was gonna ask you the question. I was like, would you do that?
No, I couldn't.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, is that love or is that stupidity? Like, come on now.
For her, it's love though. For love is different for everybody. You can't say what love is for you. Can say what it is for you. I can say what it is for me. For her, that was it. You know, she loved that man. That man loved her, and she had babies with that man, and she loved them unconditionally. That's unconditional love. That's not a healthy unconditional love,
right?
But it's unconditional. I love you even though you fuck other women at your concerts,
right?
You know, but that's her like version of it.
Yeah.
When have you ever been in love and not felt any pain? It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
If you love your partner and that person's hurting, you hurt too. Like, not the same way that they're hurting.
Yeah.
But, like, that hurts you. Like, so whatever. Let's say you're in love and your partner, like, loses his job. And he's, like, all, like, damn, man. Like, just in a funk. Like, if that doesn't hurt you, then you probably don't love that person. Like, it's got to hurt you. It doesn't have to devastate you.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to, like, not eat your food because of it.
Right.
But, like...
You won't have any food because you ain't got no job.
No, Martini.
Just
but like, I don't know. I feel like that's what love should be. Like, not owning each other's pain, but like empathizing to the point where, you know, what makes you happy makes me happy. What hurts you hurts me. Like, that's the way I think it should be. And Rita, I don't know. She was like, "Oh, you're happy, I'm happy."
Right.
She wasn't too smart, but whatever. He was fucking Bob Marley. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, Rohan hollers, I'm saying. Not Rohan, sorry. Kamani. Rohan's already hollered too many.
So,
anyway, off the Marley legacy.
Do you agree with Olivia's statement?
I feel that way sometimes. Like, I've been in relationships and I'm like, this is good. And I'm like, this is fucking boring. Now what? But then I've been in relationships where I'm like, oh my God, is this roller coaster going to stop? So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm never really going to be happy. I don't know. Maybe I'll just never be content. Or I just need to find somebody who's like willing to do the balance.
Right. Because like, why is living the normal life bad? Why does it have to be that roller coaster for women to be excited? Not to say what's wrong with boring. Because we're not
domesticated house dogs anymore.
Right.
We're not like just cleaning up.
Well, I'm not saying for you to do all that.
I'm not saying you're saying. I'm just saying. Like, before, women had one job, was to be a housewife.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to go out to work. They weren't allowed to do any of that. So now we have the majority of the same responsibilities that you as men have. Right. To go out work, to get a paycheck, to go do whatever. And on top of that, still do all the domesticated things that we were supposed to do before.
Right.
You know, my laundry, your laundry, ironing, cooking, whatever. If there's kids, like, why would you not want some fun and excitement in that?
Oh no, absolutely. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have, but to go off like the asshole thing.
Excitement is not going to Costco.
No.
I mean, it is for me these days, but it's not like when you're married.
I understand that, but I think this is talking about like that roller coaster thing, not like fun. Like, hey, let's go on vacation.
You don't need to be an asshole to be on a roller coaster. You just need to be adventurous. Be like, yo, we ain't doing shit this weekend.
Yeah, let's go to wherever.
Go to Boston.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
that's exciting.
That's fine.
Boring guys don't do that. Boring guys are like, oh, maybe let's just go for a walk in the park.
Right.
Like, no, I don't want to. I can go to the fucking park any day without you. I'm going to go with you now? We're both going to be bored at the park? Nope. Next.
Okay, I get it.
That's what it is. And you know what? Not everyone can live that lifestyle. I get it. But, like, that's the point, is that, like, if you both are on the same page and you both have the same goal in mind, you know, like, look at Married at First Sight.
Okay.
So, whether y'all watch the show or not,
which you should. I don't know what you're doing. It's about to like end. So like
no. I'm talking about the first season.
Oh, first season. Okay.
So the first season, they followed the couple that actually stayed married, and the one girl was like still bitching, like, I want to have a baby. I want to have a baby.
Oh, you mean the first year? Okay.
Yeah, the first year.
Yeah,
so
Married at
First Sight, the first year.
Yes.
And the guy had this like ridiculous bucket list of things that he wanted to do. He wanted to go to South Africa. He wanted to go to a tribe. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, and it was ridiculous. But you know what? I saw pictures on fucking Facebook last week, and they are in South Africa, on top of a mountain. So you know what?
She actually did it.
Yeah.
She fell for it. That's funny. He's like, I ain't trying to have no kid yet. We going to South Africa.
It doesn't matter though, because part of it is the compromise.
Yeah.
Dude, that's really what you want to do in your heart. That's what you want to do. You want to go to South Africa? Let's go.
Right.
Why not? That's adventurous. That's love.
Right.
So now when she's like, I want a baby, you know.
Yeah, he's like, damn it. It's like we did everything on my bucket list.
Right. But that's part of it though. Like,
I get you.
That's the excitement of it. Like some guys, like if a girl said she wants to go to South Africa and the guy's like, I don't like to do that stuff. You're like, okay.
Right.
And you start like wondering, like, who could I do that stuff with?
Right.
And that person should always be your partner. 9 times out of 10, except if you're going out with your girls.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, right.
But if your partner's just like, I don't know, maybe we should just organize our mail.
Organize our mail.
Like, motherfucker, I work 2 jobs, 6 days a week. Do you think I want to sit home on Sunday and organize my mail? No.
There's mad mail though.
Yo, you should be handling that shit during the week. I'm just saying, do it during Jeopardy.
That was great. Organize some mail.
That's the point. The point is that there has to be excitement, and there can be excitement with a good guy, but not all good guys are like
boring.
Yeah, good guys are sometimes boring because they're so like what's that word? I can't think of it. Not monotonous, like particular about things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, well, we can go to South Africa, honey, but we should really just start saving. Let's open up a savings account and just start putting money in. And no.
Oh, so you mean that they also like spontaneity?
Like yes, that's good.
Okay.
Like sitting on the couch, what are you doing? Nothing. Let's go drive to AC. Why not?
Right.
JetBlue has flights for $39. Let's go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you don't have kids.
Right. That's the most time you should do something with your
I mean, especially when I can see when you have kids, it's very difficult. Like I see my married friends, like my married friends or my friends with kids, like they barely have time.
Yeah.
But the ones that want to make time make the time, and they can do it, and they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you have more than one kid, it's a little harder. But like, you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I watch your kids. Go out, go do something.
Mm-hmm.
Save the marriage.
Right.
Love saves the day.
Love saves the day.
Spontaneity love saves every day.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know where the good guys are at though. I was thinking that I'd find them at like I had this theory at one point where I was like I should go to like meetup things, like meetup.com things of like things that I have interest in, like the poetry thing. Like I met that one guy at the poetry thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, whatever. He got married, so that didn't work. Like maybe like the good guys are there, like are at Barnes and Noble. I don't know though. There's probably some assholes at Barnes and Noble too.
There's assholes everywhere, Jen.
I know. I find them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they're on dating sites. I wish they can take a psychological like background test first. Mm-hmm. Some guy put in his profile, he was like, I work for the government. He's like, so I can't lie and I can't cheat because I have government security clearance. I was like, I don't know if that's true, and I don't even know why you put that out there. I wasn't even thinking you were until now.
Right. No, I feel what you're saying. Like, yeah, like some guys, like they can be boring and stuff. I remember, I think I told this already, but if I didn't, she wasn't necessarily an ex, but it was somebody that I was dating a long time ago, and things were fine, but she saw that I was kind of like boring, and she's like, yeah, you don't see, because she was adventurous. She would go to like Dominican Republic and all that stuff and whatever. And
do you think you're boring, Martini?
Do I think I'm boring?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a yes or no question, then yes. Yeah.
What are you gonna do about that?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I have to find the right person to bring that out of me.
Because you're not boring.
Yeah.
You like lack the drive to be unboring, I think. I don't know. I'm not here to therapize you.
No, that's weird.
It's not, but I'm so tired.
No, go ahead.
I create shit. No, like I think that like you maybe you do need the right person to bring it out of you.
Yeah. No,
I
but
don't know. I think that's what it is. Because if I ask you to go do something, if I'm like, yo, let's go do this, you're like, okay.
yeah, no, but that's
And
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
fun and you're into it.
No,
So.
that's the thing. See, like that's the thing. I won't initiate because, like, okay, so go back to the
So
story.
you lack initiation.
I guess.
With cool stuff.
I guess, yeah, but I'm not opposed to it. Not really. You know, like if you want to do something, yeah, then let's go, let's do it. But yeah, with that girl.
Want to go zip lining?
What happened?
Want to go zip lining?
How high is it?
Oh, God.
We'll see, because I'm afraid of heights. Like, how you gonna ask? How you gonna
like
ask somebody
6'10".
that?
How are you afraid of heights?
I'm 6'1". You can take that. You can take out that 0. But yeah. So I was dating this girl, and she was like, yeah, I would love for you to go with me to someplace and let's go ATVing and stuff like that. And I was like,
cool.
that sounds kind of alright. This was a long time ago, like 8-9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, maybe, whatever, I don't know. But then like a couple of weeks later, she was like, you're a really nice guy, but I can't. Oh, nice guy. See, you're a really nice guy, but it's not gonna work and blah blah. I was like, you know what? All right, that's cool. At least she was honest. Blah blah blah.
That's true.
Yeah, but then and then she goes out with this guy later who plays World of Warcraft 13 hours a day, and guess what?
What?
They're getting married. So I'm like, what the F? You know what I'm saying?
Either one, she got it out of her system. Two, when he's not playing World of whatever, WoW. When he's not playing, I know what it is. God damn it, I just don't subscribe to it. When he's not playing WoW, then he probably likes to do really cool stuff.
Maybe, but again,
dismissed.
No, one, I'm not dissing people who play WoW. I'm a video game head too, but I'm just saying the discrepancy. Like she didn't want to go out, no longer wanted to go out with me because she thought I was quote unquote boring, whereas this person was even more of a recluse than I was. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe he had a good dick game and you just didn't get that far with her.
Damn.
I don't know.
Possible.
Yo, some people have a way of just smoothing it out real quick.
Right.
We should just go cuddle.
Possible. But hey, I was just like, okay. But yeah, but again, so the third article that I saw was on elitedaily.com, and it was like, why
Daily Daily.
Hey boo. So I was like, why I want love to drive me crazy, not make me feel comfortable. So this is interesting.
I don't know about that.
Really? Okay. Well, you just okay. Hold on. Let's let me read this now because I thought this was gonna go into what you were saying.
Let's see.
But here we go. She goes, I long for a love that sparks up my tired fucking heart. A love that pushes me out of the confines of my comfort zone and thrusts me into a sparkling new, madly uncomfortable experience. I want someone who turns my entire life upside down like one of those cheap, sparkly snow globes that you shake and hypnotically watch as pink glitter falls all over a distorted upside down Christmas tree. Love is wild, like a kitten chasing a mouse. Love is an unkept bedroom after a drunken night on the town. Love is messy and unruly, like my hair after a night of mind-blowing sex. Love is as insatiable as longing for something that doesn't exist, and as infuriating as trying to change someone who can't be changed. Love is so many things, but comfortable it's not. I want a love that attains the ability to knock the wind out of me and leave me breathless, scratching in the dust, painstakingly nervous and raw. I want a love that's crazy.
You know what? I was just going through my Rolodex. Not like that. I was just thinking in my head, why that makes sense. And it does. Because I was just thinking if I've ever had, both in a relationship. And I have.
Both meaning what?
Both, craziness and, calmness and comfortableness.
In one person?
Yes.
Okay. And
the craziness was not caused by him.
Mm-hmm.
It was caused by everyone around us. So he was the nicest guy ever. Yeah. Until we grew up and grew out of our nice people stuff. Okay. This was my first real long-term relationship. We dated for 7 years, and what's kind of sad and creepy, because I have videos from college, and I've never really told anyone this before.
Ooh, exclusive. Bed Love Beyond exclusive.
Is that not so long ago, a couple years, I looked at the video, And because I was trying to figure out like what was wrong with like my relationship, and I couldn't figure it out
With him?
with my
With
with
that
the
current
current
person
relation,
at
right.
that time.
And I
Okay,
couldn't
okay.
figure it out. But I was like looking at this relationship because everyone compares all my relationships to my first relationship.
That person, okay.
Yeah, that person, the one for 7 years.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, you know, he's not like him. He's not like him. And I'm like, no one's going to be like him. And I don't want him because look how he turned out. Like, he cheated and, you know, started acting like a douchebag.
Yeah.
But he wasn't for like those 6-7 years.
Right.
But like, we were like best friends. We were like inseparable. We'd play fight and everything. We were so good and comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
Like, I was a disaster in that video, you know, and he was a disaster too.
Yeah.
But we loved the fuck out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And the only craziness we had was no one wanted us to be together. Like, because he was the first person of a different race that I dated. Yeah, I think he was the first. He was the first.
Mm-hmm.
So my family was kind of like, like they didn't know him. They didn't even give a chance to know him. They just kind of were like right off the bat, like, what's his story? He's probably not good. Blah blah blah. Like, he's up from Rockland County. Sorry, no diss to Rockland. My mom didn't know any better. Like, she just didn't know anything about him. So immediately she didn't like him.
Right.
And his mom liked me, but basically told me, like, I don't think you're a strong enough person for my son. I was like, bitch, white. And that was just off of the basis that when she went to his house to visit him, because he was like living with roommates, his room was a mess. And I was like, it's not my job to like clean his room. I'm not his wife yet. Like, you know, you should have taught him how to fucking clean his room, not me.
Yeah.
But whatever. I bought him a hamper, and then she was happy, and she was my best friend. She hates me now, but whatever. But I think that's what it was. Like, even when we went to like dinner up in Rockland County, like, I remember some girl from his high school came up to us, and she was like, "That's your girlfriend?" Just because I was white, and I was just like, "Okay." That's awkward. Like, it never really bothered me, and it never bothered him, and he would always be like, "Yeah, it's my baby." Mm-hmm. Like, just straight up.
Yeah.
Like, he used to run, like, if we went to like Best Buy or something together, he used to like run around the store and be like, "Where's my wife?" Mm-hmm. Like, and we were just cool like that. It was just everyone around us would kind of like give us the side eye.
Yeah.
And I was like young, so I didn't know any better, and I didn't care either.
Right.
But I think that's what kind of was our craziness.
Yeah.
That was our craziness. That, and we were both young, and like, we wanted to do all the things that like adults are supposed to do in relationships. Mm-hmm. So we would randomly run off to Atlantic City or randomly go on like weird drives places, you know, have sex in cars, stuff like that. Whatever. The exciting things that make love work.
Yes.
And I think that's what it was. But he was a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was a nice guy. He was very sweet. He was so good to me until he turned into an asshole. But that was many years later. Right. Because like we kind of grew out of each other, unfortunately. Yeah. Like we didn't have like outside influences and drugs, shit like that. Weed, not drugs.
Right.
Same difference.
Not heavy drugs. Yeah.
Gotcha. Right. He wasn't like smoking meth.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I think that's like the only kind of normalcy that like I had in a very long time that was like a nice balance. Mm-hmm. So that's weird. So I don't know. So I think like I don't know. I don't think that's healthy though either. Because you want at this age you want everyone to like anoint your courtship. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't want that kind of negativity, but I don't know. I don't know what I want. Mm-hmm. Or what women want, you know what I'm saying? Or right. I do want a nice guy, but I don't want to be bored. Right.
No, I feel you. So with that, I mean, that's good because like this article from AskMen.com talks about the 15 struggles only nice guys understand. So like, I mean, you know, the nice guys need help because, you know, I mean, obviously you're only hearing from one woman, but at the same time, I've been reading articles from women talking about like they want the fire and passion, but nice guys are struggling in that department. So these are the 15 struggles that I guess only nice guys understand. And 1, people don't even know you're being nice. 2, people take advantage of you. 3, you keep getting hurt. 4, you feel owed.
Owed?
Yeah,
Oh.
old.
I thought you were saying like old with like an accent.
Oh, old. No.
Old.
Number 5,
Okay.
going after what you want is hard. So maybe that's another struggle. Like, because maybe they want to attain to that higher level of spontaneity and stuff like that, but there's like I can't.
Let me flip the script on you for a minute,
Oh
Martini.
snap! Go
Do
ahead.
you think that it's any easier for nice women, like on the dating scene? Like if I was like you might like a nice girl because you're not you. If a girl came on to you like, damn, you fine, like all the things I could do to you, blah 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 blah. You'd be like, you a hoe.
Whoa! First of all, damn. First of all, I'd have to like check her up and down. Then I would probably say that. No. I mean, I don't know if let's see, but usually girls don't go up to guys because
Okay,
like
so like
gender
on these
roles or whatever.
dating apps, you have to like talk to these people. So,
But I'm initiating.
not always.
True.
Not always. You may be. I don't know.
No, you're right. You're right.
But not always.
Yeah.
So like, and then even once you initiate, then you start talking to somebody. I hate the guys who come over like, "Oh, you're so pretty." I'm like, shut the fuck up. But like, it's like, unless I'm sitting here having this sexual conversation or sexually innuended conversation with you,
Yeah.
then you're just like, okay, like, what do you do for fun? I'm like, oh, go to the movies, hang out with my friends, go to see live music, walk around the city. They're like, okay, like that's where the conversation ends.
Yeah.
So like, what am I supposed to say? Like, am I supposed to be like jumping through hoops, like showing cleavage? I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, I mean, that's their fault for not being able to hold up a conversation because that's what you're going to need to do all the time. Is to like converse. I'm not saying talk to the person to death, but if the woman not to say wants to talk, but you guys have to talk. How else are you gonna know about each other if you don't talk? So I mean, there's that. I mean, but to talk about the nice woman, I mean, most likely they have just as much
I
of
need
a
to
hard
write
time
in
too.
and call in on this one because
That's true
everyone has like their own opinion. I mean,
No, you're right.
and just our opinion is not
Yeah, so like
sufficing this conversation.
nice guys. First of all, are we being right by the nice guys? Are we? Because we're seriously not trying to shit on you, even though like I'm finding these articles and stuff like that. We definitely don't want to shit on you. Write in, tell us, what are your struggles? Maybe are you a nice guy who's also spontaneous and stuff like that? Right? Write in or call us. Don't have the number in front of us right now, but go to our website www.bedlovebeyond.com and go to the contact us, and you can give us a call to leave a message, or you can write in bedlovebeyond@gmail.com. So please let us know, and also nice women too, because I guess it wasn't necessarily your topic, but we definitely want to hear from you too. Are you having struggles as well, or do you find that you have to be more flirtatious as opposed to what you are, which is a nice woman like default? Not to say that you guys can't both be the same, one and the same, but are you having troubles? Like what's going on with you guys?
I'm not really that nice. I mean, I'm nice on paper, but
I'm nice on paper. Oh man. But number 6, nice guys feel rejection. Number 7, we come on too strong. Number 8 is you feel like you shouldn't have to change. Ooh. I kind of see that. Well, let's see what this says. If you're being nice and you're not getting what you want, then changing what you're doing will mean that you're suddenly being a jerk, right? Not necessarily. Maybe you're surrounding yourself with jerks, but maybe you've got a false impression of what being nice actually is. You've either got to change the people you seek approval from, or change your behavior that is driving away good people. Well, that makes sense. Number 9, you worry about being the right kind of nice. Number 10, you think you're what women want. Number 11, people call you a jerk for being nice. Number 12, you can't focus on yourself. Number 13, you overcalculate risk and reward. That's important. 14, you get friend zoned. And 15, it's exhausting. Yeah, exhausting to be a nice guy? Oh, okay. I don't know.
I hear all these guys talk about, oh, he's been friend zoned. I'm like, sorry.
Sorry. But yeah.
Because you're really nice. I need nice friends.
Oh God, that's the worst.
Sorry. I don't know, but like that. Like, just because there may not be like an attraction there, or there may not be like that connection. Like, doesn't mean that like
even though this might sound wrong, I know what you're trying to say. Even though this might sound wrong, there's still a use for you.
I mean, I'm not gonna toss you away in the garbage.
Yeah, just because they don't want you sexually or whatever or romantically.
No, you sounds bad. You sounds like you're using people.
No, that's what I mean. That's why I disclaimed myself, because it's not that. It's just like, we can still be something.
Right.
It's just that the guy unfortunately wants to be more, and and you gotta, I don't know. But
yeah, but you know what? They never say it. That's the problem.
They never say what?
They never say what their intentions are. Sometimes y'all fucking friend zone yourself and you just don't know it. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens.
That's true.
You're like, what up? I'm like, okay, we homies then. Go.
That's true, but also sometimes girls revert and they go like, let's just be friends. You got that. You always want a lot of women sometimes want to start at the bottom. Let's just be friends. And you're like, all right, fine, let's be friends then. And then the guy's like, all right, well, we're friends now, so what's good? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's thirsty. Don't do that.
Well, no, but you always try to like, even when guys do intentionally like, hey, I want to get with you, whatever. Let's just be friends. Like, damn.
Yeah, but you could be like,
every way that we try to do it,
throw a compliment in there, like without being creepy. Can you like? I don't think they can, but like throw a compliment in there or something. Be
right.
Like, oh, you look really nice today. Be like, oh, he thinks I look nice.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, friend. And you guys like throw that, or thanks, buddy. And you're like, ooh.
Yeah, but maybe a thanks, buddy. But then they'll be like, he thought I was pretty. I don't know. Whatever. Don't do it to yourself.
But that asshole didn't think I was pretty.
What a tangled web we weave. Shit happens, man.
Yeah.
Getting where you fit in
is deep. All right, so the last article is we talked about this before. Well, this article anyway, and I found something juicy about it. Remember the article from our last podcast, part 1, where you saw that guy taking a picture with Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it was the one where he was talking about that he interviewed 4 women who rejected him to find out what's wrong with him. So he's pretty much trying to get advice from these women to see what he can do to better himself in the dating game, because he is a nice guy. So he asked the girl number 1, if you had advice for any guy looking to meet a girl, what would it be? And she says, just be authentic and confident in yourself and go into it with the thought that I might look like a total fucking idiot, but hey, what can you do? Because that's really important. It's really, really important to show that you're confident in yourself and in all your quirks. Because until you accept them and yourself, no one else is going to accept you. And he asked girl number 2, I'm trying to find out exactly what qualities I have that can be off-putting to women. Then the girl goes, well, it's not in your control. It's a matter of pheromones. Then he goes, any advice? Then she goes, it's out of your control, man. The second you stop looking for it, it will just sneak up right up on you. It's like going out and looking for love when you really just need to look inside. And he asked the third girl, any advice for me? And she goes, stop being gullible. I was too, always letting people make me feel bad about myself because I always accepted their version of reality over mine. Stick to your guns and you'll probably be happier in the long run because people won't hurt you as much. And I feel that is talking to me, because I would say to people, look, the reason why I'm not in a relationship or whatever is because they think I'm not good enough, and I have proof. Because
so you're not gonna say that anymore?
I would have proof. So what?
So you're not gonna say that anymore?
No, because I mean, no, I'm not gonna say it just because it's like I have to believe in myself and I have to believe in my quirks and all that stuff, because It's who I am. I know who I am. I mean, there are some things that you can't like boast about because then now you're just showboating, and sometimes you have to be humble and see what your actions get you, because when you act like yourself, normal and generous, or however you act, your presence comes back to you. Like people say, like, man, like Martin's like a nice guy. Like I always hear that all the time. I don't ever really try to like big up myself, because like again, that's like showboating and stuff like that. I mean, you can be confident in
Right.
in yourself, but not showboating. But people always say, man, like, yo, Martin's awesome, and you know, people like do stuff for you and stuff like that. Like, oh man, thanks, man. Yo, I got you next time or whatever, because like you're awesome, you're great. So you're like, yo, I'm putting good stuff out into the world. So even though somebody you tried to go with romantically like didn't like you and stuff like that, that's okay.
Okay.
You know, like that's okay. And you know what? And I hate this term. There's other fish in the sea. That's not the right term. It's just like that person isn't for you. That shouldn't take away that there can be other people for you. You know, there can be somebody else that does fit your quirks and stuff like that. You know, so like just because there's plenty of fish in the sea doesn't mean that you'll attain them. It just means that like that person won't be the only person that likes who you are. So that's all the advice for like the nice guys out there, because you know it is hard out there. You know, like we want you guys to get those girls. You know, so yeah, and ladies, there are good guys out there. You don't need to freaking go for the asshole. Just try to go for the guy who can be spontaneous and nice. You can have a nice balance.
So I have the meme of the day. I don't know if we're there.
Oh yeah, we are definitely there. We have
meme of the day.
Meme of the day. So Jennifer gets
So
a
I
meme of the day.
The meme.
Yeah.
Even though we're kind of like bashing.
Not really, but
We're not really. I don't know. So I flipped it a little bit.
Okay.
So my meme is actually a really cute picture of Raven Simone.
As Olivia.
Yeah, as Olivia.
From Cosby Show.
Yes. Different, not Olivia Pope.
Yeah.
And it says, men are single because you like the wrong type of women. You want a slut that is a virgin, and an independent woman you can order around, and a good cook you don't have to buy groceries for.
Yeah, it's kind of like the inverse of Lady in the Streets, Freak in the Bed. It's like we kind of like want it all, and no, you can't really do that. You know, you gotta pick and choose your battles, guys. Yeah, we want that universal amazing chick, and women can be that, but not like the manufactured like 80s movie like Weird Science, you know, like, oh, let me make the perfect chick. Like, no, the perfect chick is your chick as is, okay? Like, that's it. You don't need to make her into anything. So you guys need to like calm that down, because nice guys can be greedy. We're gonna try to be greedy.
And I think that ladies need to take like a self-evaluation and evaluation of your current situation, and really think about like, all right, he was really nice when I met him. You know, maybe even ask him. Oh, imagine that communication.
Yes.
Like, yo, are there things that I do that like really like push you to like your limits?
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like you act like a dick sometimes, and these are them.
Mm-hmm.
And just hear him out. I'm not saying you do for sure. I'm just saying, just hear him out, because maybe, you know, he's a nice guy, and he's not going to sit there and be like, yo, when you come home with that stink-ass attitude, like, I just don't even want to be around you, but I just do whatever.
Yeah.
I just, whatever he does.
Yeah.
You know, goes in the room and freaking shoots people on Call of Duty. Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and maybe that's not what you want, and you think he's being a dick, but he's really just doesn't know how to deal with you.
Right.
And then you can be like, listen, when I come home, I'm usually in a bad mood. Work sucks. I hate my coworkers. But maybe we could take a few minutes out and just talk about it and get it out in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Fix it. I don't know. It just makes sense to fix it.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of crazy ass out there.
No, seriously. Like, so please, everybody, just try to like self-evaluate yourselves and see what is, I don't want to say wrong with you, but see what's up, and then you two can be in a budding relationship and be awesome. Like, so nice guys, we gotta stop with the excuses. We can do this. We good. Ladies, stop going for the freaking assholes. It's not gonna work. You can't turn an asshole into Prince Charming. That's like we said in part 1.
Yeah.
Can't happen. All right, it's not gonna happen. If you want the asshole, fine, but don't come crying to us when like
he turned his phone off
or
he
whatever.
went out. I can't find him.
It's like, well, I don't know, but that nice guy's at home chilling. You know, like should have, you
She's
know.
like, baby, let me run you a bath, and you're like, oh God.
I know, like, why are you treating me with respect? You know,
we suck sometimes.
for real, man. But anyway, but that is the end of our show. Next week, we're gonna have special guests, and the topic is gonna be about failed love, crushes, and the ones that got away. Ooh, you hear that topic? I know you want to freaking tune in next week. All right, guys. So thank you all for listening to Bed Love Beyond. You guys are amazing. We love you so much. All right. So we will see you guys later.
Peace.